Hello, all you coin aficionados out there, and welcome again to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we have 5 coins from you from Ireland. We have a Irish Pingin from the 1920s, 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, and the 1960s. As most of you know, these are the large Irish cents. To get a kind of a view of how large they are, there's a U.S. penny on there, and it is just huge compared to the penny. It is a in the same thing with the Canadian penny. If we put a Canadian penny on there, we see the huge difference between these. So these Irish coins were the Irish 1 penny coin or 1 cent coin, or the as the Irish call them, the 1 pinion coins. So let's take a look at them through the years. One of the things that we will notice very quickly up front is that this has a different, there we go, look at that. These two have a different label on them, and so when we look over here, we see it says Arian, and over here it says Sarasat. So these two are from when Ireland was called the Free Irish State. So in 1922, December 1921, Ireland gained its independence from Britain. It took it about 6 years to make its first coin, and this is the 1928, the first of the coins. When we look at these coins, we see that they have an Irish harp on them in the middle, and these are the 16 string Irish harp. So if you count these, there are 16 strings going across. There was a 19 with the harp in the middle, and the year it was made, 28 on this side. Iran and Saroset, and essentially what that means is the Free Irish State, or the Irish Free State. These are 95.5% copper, 3% tin, and 1.5% zinc. These coins here. When we look directly down at them, we see that there is some scrolling on the side of the harp. It wears as it goes. There is a beaded inner rim. If we flip them over, we see it has a smooth edge, and on the back we see the hen with the chicks. And we see the 1D, and this is kind of the old English way to write 1 cent or 1 penny. And there's the hen, and it says Pingin. And I've talked to a number of people about how to pronounce this, and even people in Ireland say it differently. But I think I'm just going to settle with Pinion. And there's again a beaded interior here. So this is the 37, the 33, the 28. And if we bring in the coin from the 40s, we will see that there is a slight difference. So let's bring in the coin from the 40s with the one from the 30s. And we'll see that we've gone through a great transformation on this coin. Instead of the Irish Free State, now we just have Ire, or Republic of Ireland, over here. We still have the same kind of scrolling, but the harp is facing a different way. And one of the things that many people don't note or notice is now we have a 14-string harp instead of a 16. So the harp's facing a different way. We have 14 strings instead of 16. Same scrolling on the side. We see a little curly cues and stuff here. This 42 is in great shape. Some people say, well, geez, it looks a little like you ought to clean it, but never clean a coin like this. This is what gives the coin its value, this kind of patina here. This is a coin that was in circulation. It's not a proof coin, and it shouldn't be shiny and new. It should look like it's worn and used. And so this 1942 version certainly looks like it's worn and used. Well, one of the things I should talk about is how many of these they made. In the 1928, they made 9 million of them because it was the first year. In 1937, 1933, we made 1.68 million, and then now the 1942 coin, there were 17,520,000 made. This is in the middle of World War II, and Ireland has always been a neutral state since they gained their independence. So Ireland was neutral in World War II and had a booming economy in many ways. Let's now go to the 1950s coin. And this one is just, the detail is just magnificent on this particular coin. We can see all the kind of scrolling and lettering here. We can see the harp very well. We can really count the strings here. 52 on this side, ire on this side, the beaded edge. Again, we have the hen and chicks. This side's a little bit more beat up with the bead around the interior rim here, 1D. And finally, we have the 1962 coin. And again, we have the harp facing the same way as the coins from 1940 on. And if we go in there, we can really see how finely detailed this harp is. And a lot of people don't notice this because it's a big old coin, and a lot of these times you'll get these designs and stuff worn down. But when you blow it up a little bit, you see that it has great detail on it. And we can do that at the top too. See, that's just a fine etched designed coin. So we have the 60, we have the 20s, we have the 50s, we have the 40s, and we have the 30s. So that's our coins from Ireland, our one pinion coins from the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. As most of you know, these coins have been demonetized. Ireland now uses the euro. That is, Ireland, with the exception of the 6 counties in the northwest of Ireland, which are called Northern Ireland, and they do not use the euro up there. Well, they kind of do because of the exchange between Ireland and Northern Ireland, but they're not part of the euro countries. They are aligned. Northern Ireland is aligned with Great Britain and uses the Great Britain pound system. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Feel free to subscribe to our channel, and if you have any comments, please leave them in the comments section.